All right, welcome to warm-up number 1. We're going to take you through a series of exercises. We'll come back to this warm-up several times throughout the program. This first one is the mountain climber. So get yourself into a push-up position, and when the screen turns completely blue, we'll start. Ready, go. You're going to stay in a push-up position, alternating driving your knees forward toward the arm that's on the ground. Continue doing that for 30 seconds. You're just about halfway there. Make sure you pull your spine nice and long, keeping your eyes looking down just in front of your fingertips, your wrists below your shoulders, and being able to draw a straight line from your ear through your hip. Very good. Next, we'll go to the fire hydrant. We'll start on hands and knees. And for the first round, you're just going to lift your leg up to the side. Again, we don't have to start until the purple square has disappeared. Ready, go. Be deliberate about these movements. Take your time. Focus on keeping both hips the same distance from the ground, despite the fact that you're lifting one of your knees out to the side. So for right now, let's just focus on that left knee. Brace yourself. Keep a nice stable base, even though you're only on 2 hands and 1 knee. Good. All right, let's switch sides. So now we'll go to our right leg. The same cues I just gave you. Keep yourself stable. Keep your hips the same distance from the ground. We're just going to work on the outside of that right hip. Good. You're past halfway already. Just a few reps left to go. Keeping your eyes focused a couple inches in front of your fingertips. Now we'll go to our quadruped rotation. So you're going to start on all fours. You can keep your left arm on the ground, put your right hand next to your ear, and we're going to twist, opening up your body. Ready, go. The athlete on the screen is moving a little bit fast. You can certainly go slower than he is. He's also keeping his eyes focused on the ground, but what I want you to do is open your eyes up to the side when you lift your elbow up over your head. Take your time, keep your core nice and strong and stable. Only 1 rep every 2 or 3 seconds. That's all we're looking for, and time. Now we'll switch. So you can put your right arm on the ground and your left hand next to your left ear. Slow rotations. Taking your time, being very deliberate about how we move. That's how this warm-up is going to go. We want to be very deliberate, prepare our body appropriately for the workout of the day. Excellent. Now we'll do our cat-cow exercise. So you're going to be on all fours, really just working the range of motion of your spine. So you're going to pull your belly button up to your spine and let your back round, and then you're going to drop your belly button down to the floor, letting your back round in the opposite direction. Really nice job. Take your time, getting a little forward and backward tilt of your hips. You're moving your head to keep it in line with the rest of your spine as you go. Very good. Next we'll do our pogo hops. All we're going to be doing is hopping about 1 inch or 2 off the ground, staying in place. And I really want you, just like you see our athlete doing on screen, to focus on keeping your feet right below your hips, keeping your knees between your feet and hips. Ready, go. The pogo hop is a pretty quick exercise. Over the course of this 30 seconds, you may get 40 or more reps. Take your time, land softly. Every one of those reps is an opportunity to get better or to get worse at jumping and landing. So we want you to take your time, absorb all those forces appropriately. Nice and soft feet. Slight bend of your hips, definitely a bend of your knees. End time. Our last exercise is a skater hop. We don't want you to break any world records, so we're not jumping too far, but all we're doing is moving from side to side, just like our athlete does here. We want you to do your best to freeze for a split second when you land on each foot. Ready, go. This gives us a chance to practice a little bit of plyometric activity, jumping and landing, but also agility, because this is what you do when you change direction. You plant on one foot and go in the opposite direction. The skater hop is a perfect way to practice that. Just a couple more seconds to go. We are almost done with the warm-up. All right, so let's finish up strong. 3, 2, 1. Have a great workout.
All right, everyone, we're here for day 7 of the Move Better, Play Better fall program. We're gonna go through plyometrics, some lower body stuff, and core, just like we've been doing for all these odd number days. And then we'll get you through to a cool down. This one's gonna be pretty tough. We're gonna introduce some new exercises that are gonna challenge your balance a little bit. But to start things off, we're gonna do something we've done in a lot of these sessions, which is that 25% vertical jump. Like I said last time, it's like shooting a free throw. We just wanna get the technique right so that you feel comfortable when we do get to our jumping exercises. So Henry's gonna go 3 sets of 5 of that 25% vertical jump, landing softly, pushing hips back. Very good. Great way to just kind of warm your body up, but also sort of prepare your brain to control your body as we get into some more complex jumping exercises. Good. All right, take a second. You guys know the drill. It's not so much about resting and recovering here, it's just like resetting your brain so you can focus on these next 5. Good. Soft landing, hips come back. Great technique. Very good. Awesome. All right, last round is coming up. And then we'll get into what's going to absolutely be the most complex jump that we've done to this point in the fall. Good. Nice. Think about your knees. Make sure they're not rotating in or out. Keeping them nice and stable right over your feet. Very good. Awesome. Okay, so we're well prepared now for our, we're going to call it a complex, a jumping complex. We have 3 jumps in a single repetition. So this is probably a really, really good exercise for like a basketball player who's going up for a rebound, maybe resetting themselves, and then going up to try to put the ball back in. So this is going to be a vertical jump. You're going to land, freeze for a second on that landing, then a forward jump, which we've also done, land, freeze for a second, and then another vertical jump. So it's 2 vertical jumps that are sandwiched right around a forward jump in the middle. All right, we're going to do 6 reps in total. Every landing we want to be perfect. Okay, I don't care how high you jump. We're going to shoot for 75% effort, but landings are key. Yep. Big vertical, forward, big vertical. That's perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. All right, there's one. We're going to get 6 of those. Good. Very nice. Good posture. Strong position. Hips come back when we land. Nice. Very good, Henry. Very good. Halfway through. Really good technique. A lot happening. It's a really challenging way to focus on jumping. Really good. 4 out of 6 done. Good. Last one coming in. All right, second vertical. Watch how great of a job Henry does landing in the same place from where he took off. That's exactly what we want. Okay, really good. Catch your breath. That's a tough one. We're gonna go for the next thing we're gonna do. We have a little superset. We're gonna do 4 sets of 6 split squats. So we're gonna have one foot staggered in front of the other. We'll demo that for you. And then we're gonna superset that. So four sets of 6 on each leg. And then we're gonna superset that with 4 sets of 12 single leg calf raises. So some single leg stuff coming at you. So our split squat, Henry, do you want a demo? We're gonna be comfortable position, maybe a foot and a half apart. Yeah, hands on hips. And we're just gonna stand up and down 6 times. Under control here, good posture. And we'll go through 6 on the right with the right leg forward, 6 with the left leg forward. And then we'll go through 12 calf raises on each side. Good. Put your head up towards the ceiling a little bit. Good. Excellent. Very nice. Good posture. Excellent. All right, then we'll go single leg calf raises, 12 on each leg. Remember this from a couple weeks ago when we did this for the first time, really driving into all 5 toes. Trying to keep your foot as strong and stable as we possibly can. Very nice. Good. All right, so that's round 1. We have 3 more rounds. Split squat, single leg calf raise. If we could face the screen for the split squat. Yep. What I want you all to do is really think about your front leg and keeping it vertical. All right, so that front knee should be right over those shoelaces and it shouldn't really deviate to the side. We really just want to stay directly over your shoelaces. Right. Okay, then we'll go single leg calf raise. Good, he's doing a good job staying up tall, helps keep him balanced. His hips are the same height the whole time. Really putting a lot of pressure evenly across the front of his foot. I know we mentioned last time, if this is something you feel more comfortable without your shoes on, you can certainly go that route. We just don't want to do our jumping, running, changing direction exercises without shoes. Just really gives us a good idea of the position of our foot. All right, so that's cool. We got 2 rounds done, 2 rounds to go. Plenty of time still on the schedule for today's class. So you're all right. Really nice job. No matter how many reps you do, we're doing 12 reps times 4 sets, so 48 single leg calf raises on each leg. It doesn't make it any easier, right? You may think you're getting into a rhythm, and then on your 7th rep, all of a sudden you lose your balance. So it's important to just kind of keep yourself conscious of what's happening. So let's go our final round here. We're going to do that split squat. I want you to notice that Henry's hips are both lowering at the same speed at the same time, not losing balance from one side to the other. Really good control. That comes back to his core being really strong, right? And we've done 4 weeks of core training to this point, or 3.5 weeks, and that's why we do it, so that we can lower our body as one unit as opposed to this sort of discombobulated series of arms and legs. We want to have everything moving at the same time. Nice. Last 12 reps here, and then we'll get over to our core exercises. All right, so our last exercise, we're flying through this workout. You guys are probably fitter than you were 3 weeks ago, so maybe that's why it's moving so quickly. We're gonna do a dead bug. So we're gonna lay on our back. You're gonna remember this one. Hands are gonna be straight up in the air. Bring your knees up right above your hips. Knees are bent, toes are pointing up. Yep, we're just gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg, driving our lower back into the ground. All right, so we're moving like a dead bug, but we're also squashing a bug with our back into the ground. All right, that's how we keep control of our body from hyperextending our lower back. Good. Take a second. Definitely a tough exercise, but a really good one. Really good. One more round, and then we are going to throw in a little side plank after this, just to wrap it up. We'll go one more round here, and then we'll do a little side plank circuit to finish up. Excuse me, not side plank, prone full body extension. Just did side planks on last session. Very good. Nice, Henry. Good. Just pushing that lower back into the ground, taking our time on these reps, keeping the front of our body the same length the whole time, not arching our back. Really good. All right, so Henry, we're just going to finish today with just two sets of prone full body extension, 2 sets of 10. So we've worked the front of our body, and we will work the back of our body. So that's going to be the Superman, laying down on your stomach, keeping your chin tucked, hands over your head, lifting up. Good. Excellent. Excellent. All right, take your time, relax. One more round, and then we're sending you off to the cool down for today. Really good. All right, very good job, Henry. Hey, great job, everyone, today. We've got a big day coming up for you on Thursday for day 8, but in the meantime, enjoy your cool down, and we will see you soon.
Now it's time to cool down. Just like the warm-up, we'll go while the purple rectangle is disappearing. We'll go through the instructions for the exercise, and then it's your turn to go for it once the blue rectangle starts disappearing. So let's sit down, hands on the ground. We're going to do a figure 4 stretch. Ready, go. For this one, you can lift your left leg up and put your left ankle just behind your right knee, or just above your right knee. We're going to hold that position and get a nice stretch on the outside of that left hip. Breathe nice and deep. Keep your spine nice and long. Just going to take our time here. Very good. We'll switch sides in just a few seconds. Just be prepared. Very good. Let's switch. Even though our athlete's got his left leg up, you're going to switch. You're going to put your right leg behind your left knee. Just going to get a nice stretch on the outside of that right hip. We give you a little longer for the cool down. We take our time. We only have a few stretches to go through. We just want this to be a nice relaxing time for you to start the recovery process after a tough workout. Remember to pull your head up nice and long. Keep that spine long. We'll stay seated for our next exercise. Very good. So now we're going to do our butterfly stretch. You've probably done this many times. I want you to think about keeping your spine really long during this stretch. You're going to need a little stretch on the inside, those adductors that we were working in our warm-up. Ready, go. Pull your spine long. As you feel comfortable, you can lean a little bit further forward. This is all about recovery. Just take your time. Find what feels good. Well beyond halfway, just a few seconds to go. Get to our fourth exercise, which is going to be the child's pose. You'll actually get into like a hands and knees kneeling position to start. And here we go. Hands and knees, then I want you to really stretch your arms out overhead. Get a great stretch here. If you sit down on your heels, you might get a little bit of a stretch in the upper thigh, which is great. Also going to get a nice back stretch. So make your body really nice and long here. Take your time, breathe deep. If you need to come out of the position for a few seconds just to reset, of course that's all right. It's all about doing what's best for you. About a quarter of the way there, a couple seconds more. If you ever want to come back to any of these exercises, you are more than welcome to do so. Now we'll sit back on our behind. We're going to do a sit and reach hamstring stretch. So bring one foot to your other foot's inside of your thigh. You're going to reach out. If you can't touch your foot, that's okay. Goal here is just to get a good stretch in the hamstring, the back of your upper thigh. Do your best to keep that bottom leg straight and really do your best to keep your spine straight. Our athlete here is flexed pretty far forward, but as you can see, he's sort of lost that alignment of his spine. So do your best to keep your spine nice and straight. It actually makes the exercise a little harder. So if you can't stretch as far, but you can keep your spine straight, I'd be happy with that. Good. About 3/4 of the way through, we're almost done with this one, and then we'll just switch to the other side, and that'll be it for today. All right, let's switch. Good. Nice long spine, straight leg out. And if you can't touch your toes, that's okay. We are going to do this warm up a couple times over the next few weeks, and if you can't touch your toes now, maybe you'll be a little bit closer within the next couple weeks. So just keep it up, don't give up. Get a nice long stretch, good chance to recover after that tough lower body workout. All right, and that's all we have for today. Thank you so much. See you soon. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining us for today's class. If you have a second and you can scan the QR code on the screen, could you please fill out a quick survey to give us a little bit of feedback about today's class so that we can continue making these classes better for you. So please take a second, scan this, fill out that survey and send it in for us. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you at the next class.